Hello there, I'm Mary Ellen and this is my channel Life is Messy, but I am learning as I grow. Here you'll find DIY crafts, plant-based recipes, videos of my cats, and all the beautiful chaos of my real-life endeavors. Nothing's perfect here. I'm just figuring it out as I go and sharing the messy magic along the way. If that sounds like something you are into, subscribe and follow so we can keep growing and learning together.
Today we're turning a simple wire form into a big cozy fall pumpkin with burlap, jute, and a splash of sunflower magic. It's easy, it's a little messy, and totally my kind of project. So let's jump in. Supplies needed: pumpkin wire wreath form, jute rope / twine, cardboard scrap, hot glue gun and plenty of glue sticks, heat gun, scissors and or craft knife, artificial sunflower head, assorted artificial fall leaves. Let's have a gourd time making this. Prep the form. Remove tags, wipe the wire form and flatten any bent areas. Extend the stem. Cut a cardboard piece in the shape of a taller stem. Hot glue it to the wire stem. Wrap the stem tightly with jute, gluing as you go. Trim and glue down the end on the back. Back the pumpkin with burlap. Lay the burlap under the wire form. Starting at the center and working out, hot glue the burlap to the underside of the wire ribs and around the outer ring. Fold raw edges under as you glue to reduce fraying. Add front jute detailing. Flip it face up. Run a thin bead of hot glue along a front wire rib. Press jute onto the glue and continue down that rib. Repeat for each rib you want to highlight. Outline the outer edge with a continuous line of jute for a clean frame. Hide ends at the back with a dab of glue. Attach the florals. Glue a large sunflower near the stem or top corner. Tuck in a mix of fall leaves until you like the cluster. Hot glue pieces in layers. Clean up glue strings. Briefly wave a heat gun over the project to melt and shrink glue strings. Keep it moving to avoid scorching burlap. Fluff leaves and you're done. And there's our pumpkin, cute, cozy, and perfectly imperfect, just how I like it. Hang it up, show it off, and remember, life is messy, but hey, we're learning as we grow. Now let's squash any doubt. For a funny, spooky, and budget-friendly Halloween bathroom decoration, this DIY skeleton bathroom sign is the perfect mix of creepy and cute. Using a Dollar Tree wooden skeleton, some paint, cardboard, and hot glue, you can create a handmade Halloween sign that's both hilarious and functional. Whether you hang it on your bathroom door for Halloween parties, haunted house events, or just to get your family giggling, this tutorial has you covered. What you'll need: one wooden skeleton from Dollar Tree. If you can't find a wooden skeleton, try using a paper skeleton cutout, foam board skeleton, or plastic skeleton. Black chalk paint or acrylic black paint. White acrylic paint. Large piece of sturdy cardboard, or foam board for a lighter option. Black satin ribbon, optional to cover cardboard edges. Hot glue gun plus glue sticks. Scrabble tiles to spell bathroom. Jute rope or twine for hanging. Scissors or utility knife for trimming ribbon or cardboard. Paintbrushes. Step 1. Prep the skeleton. Remove the small metal rings or fasteners that hold the wooden skeleton together. Paint the skeleton white for a fresh, clean look. 2 coats may be needed. Let it dry fully. Which is scarier? Running out of toilet paper on Halloween or finding a skeleton sitting on your toilet? Tell me in the comments. Step 2. Prepare the background. Cut a large piece of thick cardboard to your desired size. Paint the surface with black chalk paint for a rustic, matte finish. Optional. If your cardboard is thick, wrap the edges in black satin ribbon for a polished frame-like appearance. Step 3. Position the skeleton. Arrange your skeleton so it looks like it has to pee. Cross its legs slightly and position its hands around the pelvis bone for a silly, relatable pose. Once you're happy with the placement, hot glue the skeleton securely onto the painted cardboard. Step 4. Add bathroom sign letters. Take Scrabble tiles and spell out the word bathroom. Hot glue the tiles in place, either above or below the skeleton, depending on your design preference. Step 5. Attach hanging rope. Flip your sign over and hot glue a loop of jute rope or twine to the back for easy hanging. Let everything dry and then display. And there you have it, your DIY skeleton bathroom sign is complete. Skull restroom. This Dollar Tree Halloween craft is quirky, budget-friendly, and guaranteed to make your guests laugh every time they see it hanging on your bathroom door. With just a few supplies and a little creativity, you've created a one-of-a-kind Halloween bathroom decoration that's equal parts spooky and funny. Perfect for Halloween parties, haunted house vibes, or just adding a playful touch to your home. This easy Halloween DIY project is one you'll want to display year after year.
Today we are making a DIY pet ghost in a jar. Looking for a fun, easy, and budget-friendly Halloween craft that's perfect for kids, teens, and adults? This pet ghost in a jar is the cutest little Halloween buddy you'll ever make. Using simple supplies, you can create a spooky cute ghost decoration that's perfect for your mantle, bookshelf, or Halloween party table centerpiece. What you'll need: 1 clean, dry glass jar, 1 small pill bottle or similar small container, 1 golf ball or small foam ball, sheer ribbon or lace, Mod Podge, paintbrush, 4 tumbling tower wood blocks, 1 popsicle stick, black acrylic paint or permanent marker, wire ribbon that looks like vines or grass, hot glue gun plus glue sticks, fabric piece, scratch art paper or black cardstock. Make your own Halloween buddy. Prep your jar. Wash your glass jar. Remove any labels and dry thoroughly. Create the ghost shape. Place the pill bottle on your work surface and balance the golf ball on top. Cut sheer ribbon into 4-inch long strips, about 3 inches wide. Lace also works beautifully for a vintage ghost look. Using a paintbrush, coat each ribbon strip with Mod Podge, then drape it over the ball and bottle to form a flowy ghost shape. Repeat with 3 to 4 more strips until you have a full ghost. If you're really excited for Halloween, leave me a boo in the comment section. Pour or brush more Mod Podge over the top and smooth the ribbon into shape. Allow it to dry completely. Build the base. Hot glue 4 tumbling tower blocks into a square, then attach a popsicle stick upright in the center. Paint or draw a ghost face, 2 eyes plus 1 little mouth, with black paint. Wrap vine-like ribbon around the block base for a grassy ground cover effect. Assemble your ghost. Gently remove the hardened ribbon ghost from the ball and bottle form. Glue the ghost to the popsicle stick so it stands tall. Glue the base and ghost inside the jar. Cover the bottom with more green vine ribbon for a polished look. Wrap ribbon around the lid for a burst of color. Decorate the lid. Wrap the mason jar lid with fabric, letting some hang down. Cut a circle from scratch art paper or black cardstock and write Pet Ghost or your ghost's name. Your pet ghost in a jar is ready to spook and delight. Optional ideas. Use lace instead of sheer ribbon for a Victorian-style ghost. Add glitter Mod Podge for a sparkling effect. Add a battery-operated tea light candle or a string of fairy lights. This DIY pet ghost in a jar craft is a must-try if you love cute Halloween decorations. Tell me.
Today we are making a Halloween pinata, a very fun party craft for kids, school, scouts, and Halloween parties. Looking for a fun, budget-friendly, and creative Halloween activity? You will love making it, and everyone will have a blast breaking it open to reveal the candy inside. What you'll need: 1 empty cereal box or lightweight cardboard box, white printer paper, glue stick or white school glue, black construction paper, scissors, rope, ribbon or string, candy, small toys or Halloween treats to fill the pinata, a stick, bat or safe object for hitting the pinata. Prepare your box. Start with an empty cereal or similar shaped box. The thicker the cardboard, the harder it will be to break open. For younger kids, don't overstuff or reinforce the box. Keep it easy to break. For older kids or teens, double layer the paper or use a thicker box for more challenge. Cover the box. Use white printer paper to cover the entire box. Glue the paper down using a glue stick or white school glue. This creates a nice base for decorating. Make paper fringe. Cut strips of white paper. Snip little slits along each strip to create a fringe effect. Glue the strips onto the covered box, layering them so they overlap and give a fluffy look. One year, I filled the kids' pinata with about 100 bouncy balls. When the box finally broke open, the balls went bouncing everywhere. The kids had a blast chasing them, and they kept playing with the bouncy balls long after the pinata game was over. What would you fill a Halloween pinata with? Comment 1 for candy. Comment 2 for toys and prizes. Comment 3 for both. Or comment with your own creative idea. Adjust the fringe. Rough up the edges of the fringe with your fingers to make it look more playful and textured. Create a face. Cut 3 circles from black construction paper. Glue them onto the front of the box to form the eyes and mouth. You now have a cute and spooky ghost face. Add the hanging string. Poke 2 holes in the sides of the box near the top. Thread your rope, ribbon, or string through and tie it securely. This will be how you hang your piñata. Fill the piñata. Open the top flap of the cereal box. Add your Halloween candy, small toys, or party favors. Glue and tape the top flap shut, then cover it with more white paper so it blends in. What's the best Halloween candy or treat you'd want to find inside a piñata? Tell me in the comments. It is hard to believe how easy this was to make and how much fun you will have with it. Time to play. Hang the piñata in a safe, open space with plenty of room around it. Give players a safe stick or bat. Foam or plastic works best for kids. Blindfold and spin for extra fun, or let younger kids swing without it. Take turns swinging until the piñata breaks and the candy spills out. Always supervise. Make sure only the hitter is near the piñata and stop swinging once it opens. And there you have it, a piñata is the perfect for Halloween. Create a party game that's guaranteed to make your event memorable. Whether you're hosting a school Halloween party, scout troop gathering, family Halloween night, or neighborhood celebration, this easy to make. Halloween crafts don't have to be complicated to be spooky, fun, and full of creativity. Halloween is the perfect time for spooky little projects, and this one checks all the boxes. It's easy, cheap, and a great way to reuse an old jar. Instead of tossing that empty spaghetti sauce jar, we're giving it a haunted makeover for a creepy cute spiderweb mason jar that's perfect for your mantle, desk, or even as a table centerpiece. Supplies needed: a mason jar or any clean glass jar. Recycled sauce jars work perfectly. Hot glue gun plus glue sticks. Thick glue lines work best. Black chalk paint. White acrylic paint for dry brushing. Paint brushes, one flat brush for dry brushing. Halloween flowers or floral picks, think black roses, orange blooms, purple accents, creepy branches, whatever you like. Scissors. Now it's time for the instructions. Wash your jar thoroughly and peel off any labels. Warm soapy water or a bit of vinegar helps remove sticky residue. Dry completely before moving on. Plug in your hot glue gun and carefully draw a spiderweb design directly onto the glass. Start in the center and work outward like you're sketching with glue. Don't stress about perfection. Wonky webs look even spookier. Why don't spiders need glue? Because everything they touch sticks anyway. Their silk is so sticky it's like having glue guns built into their bodies. And with that silk, they spin some of nature's most creative and intricate webs, each one a unique masterpiece for catching prey. Let the glue cool and harden completely before painting. Using your black chalk paint, cover the entire jar. Apply 1 or 2 coats, letting each coat dry before the next. Next we will use the dry brushing technique. To dry brush, dip the tip of a flat brush into white paint, then wipe most of it off on a paper towel until the brush feels almost dry. Lightly drag the brush over the jar so the raised hot glue web and edges catch the paint. This gives the jar a weathered, eerie look. Don't overload your dry brush with paint. Less is more. The goal is to highlight texture, not cover the jar in white. Build it up slowly. It's easier to add more than take away. Arrange your spooky flowers inside the jar depending on how you want to display it. Black roses, orange mums, or purple glitter thistles give it that Halloween vibe. Place it on a mantle, shelf, or table as part of a Halloween centerpiece. You could even pop in a flameless tea light for an extra glow behind the spiderweb. And that's it. This spiderweb mason jar craft proves that spooky decor doesn't need to be expensive or complicated. So go ahead, grab that jar from the recycling bin and let's make Halloween magic happen. You've got a plunger, some ribbon, and a little Halloween spirit. You've got everything you need to make this seriously fun decorative witch's broom. This project is equal parts spooky and stylish, and the best part? It's totally customizable with your favorite colors and embellishments. Whether you're crafting for a Halloween party, decorating your porch, or just love a good Dollar Tree DIY, this broom is a wickedly cute way to add some handmade charm to your spooky season decor. Gather these supplies. Clean toilet plunger, rubber suction base. 3-inch wide black ribbon, enough to wrap the full handle. Additional ribbon colors like purple or orange for layered design. Decorative mesh rope, multiple colors if desired. Scissors. Hot glue gun and glue sticks. Large decorative flower like a faux black rose. Plastic spider or Halloween embellishment. Let's make it. Cover the handle with ribbon. Start at the top of the plunger handle. Use hot glue to secure the 3-inch black ribbon and wrap it tightly down the entire handle. Glue as you go to keep it secure and smooth. Add accent ribbon, optional candy cane effect. Take your second color of ribbon, such as purple, and wrap it around the handle in a spiral, leaving space in between so the black ribbon shows through. Secure the ends with hot glue. If you'd like, repeat this step with a third color to create a layered, striped look. Prepare the mesh rope strips. Cut 8-inch pieces of mesh rope. You can use a single color or mix multiple colors for a fun, whimsical effect. Create ribbon strips with mesh bristles. Cut a 5-inch piece of your 3-inch wide ribbon. Fold each mesh rope piece in half and glue the folded end to the ribbon strip. Continue gluing folded mesh pieces along the entire length of the ribbon, side by side until it's full. Repeat this process 3 more times using different mesh colors if you'd like. Attach the bristle layers to the plunger base. Start with your first mesh-covered ribbon strip and glue it around the suction base of the plunger. Wrap it all the way around and secure with hot glue. Repeat with your other 3 mesh-covered ribbon strips, layering them as you go to give the broom fullness and color. Add final decorations. Hot glue a large black flower where the handle meets the bristles for a dramatic touch. Add a small plastic spider or other Halloween embellishment to the top of the handle or near the flower. Some display ideas are to use it as a Halloween porch decoration, or lean it in a corner by your fireplace. You could also pair it with a witch hat or cauldron for a festive scene. And that's it, your one-of-a-kind witch's broom is ready to fly, or at least to look fabulous in your Halloween display. I love how easy it is to make this your own with different ribbon and mesh colors, and it's such a fun way to turn everyday items into something magical. This creepy Halloween craft turns an old hardcover book into a spooky spellbook prop that looks ancient, mysterious, and magical. Perfect for decorating a mantle, entryway, or Halloween party scene. What you'll need: an old hardcover book, wooden skewers or craft sticks, hot glue gun plus glue sticks, plastic creepy crawlies, spiders, snakes, bugs, etc., sponge paintbrush, Mod Podge or white glue thinned with water, paper towel, 2-ply works best, black chalk paint, metallic gold acrylic paint, coffee or black tea. Instructions. Prep the book. Start with a hardcover book you no longer need. It should be clean and dry. Frame the edges. Cut wooden skewers or craft sticks to size and hot glue them around the front cover's outer edges to create a raised frame. Add creepy decorations. Glue on plastic spiders, snakes, and creepy bugs. Let them stick out a bit for a 3D effect. Create the title. Using a hot glue gun, write "Spell Book" across the front and the spine of the book in thick lines. You can also add extra details like spider webs, cracks, or magical symbols using glue. Add texture with paper towels. Use a sponge brush to apply a layer of Mod Podge to the entire cover and spine. Lay down a full sheet of paper towel on top, pressing it into all the textures. Add another coat of Mod Podge on top to seal it in. Repeat to fully cover the front, spine, and even the back cover if you'd like. Let it dry completely. Tip: wrinkle the paper towel slightly as you lay it down for an aged, leathery texture. Age the book pages. To give the pages a worn, aged look, dip a rag or paper towel into brewed coffee or tea. Gently dab it along the edges of the book's pages. Let the book dry fully before moving on. Paint it black. Paint the entire cover and spine with black chalk paint. Get into all the nooks and crannies. Let it dry completely. Dry brush with gold. To highlight the texture, dip a dry brush lightly into gold metallic paint. Dab off the excess on a paper towel until the brush is almost dry. Gently sweep the brush across raised surfaces. The gold will catch on the glue designs, textures, and creepy crawlies, making them pop. Dry brushing gives your book an aged, magical metallic sheen. Don't skip this step. Let it all dry. Once you're happy with the look, let the entire book dry completely. Your spooky spellbook is now ready to display. Some ways that you can display your finished spellbook. Prop it open on a Halloween mantle with candles around it. Use it as a witchy centerpiece on a party table. Display it with potion bottles and skulls on a bookshelf or hutch. Add it to a spooky entryway table for trick-or-treaters to see. Creating your own spooky spellbook is a fun and creative way to add a mysterious, magical touch to your Halloween decor, or just to channel your inner wizard any time of year. With simple materials and a bit of imagination, you can transform an ordinary old book into a one-of-a-kind enchanted treasure. So gather your supplies, get crafting, and let your spellbook tell its own eerie story. Every wizard or witch needs a trusty wand, and today we're crafting our very own. This DIY magic wand is budget-friendly, totally customizable, and surprisingly satisfying to make, especially watching the hot glue drip down like enchanted wax. The best part? You don't need fancy materials, just a few simple supplies, some paint, and a little imagination. Let's get ready to create a wand that's perfect for spellcasting, Halloween costumes, or just a fun craft project. What you'll need: 4 wooden skewers, masking tape or painter's tape, hot glue gun and glue sticks, wooden bead, thin metal wire or string, black chalk paint, gold acrylic paint, small paint brushes. Optional: glitter, gems, or embellishments for extra magic. Warm up your hot glue gun and let's get started. Line up 4 wooden skewers side by side to create the length and thickness of your wand. Use tape to secure them tightly together from top to bottom. Thread a piece of thin metal wire or string through your wooden bead. Secure the bead at the end of the wand with the wire and extra hot glue to hold it in place. Starting near the bottom of the wand, squeeze hot glue onto the taped skewers a little at a time. Allow the glue to drip and form natural globs. It creates a magical organic handle shape. Keep layering glue until the handle is as thick and textured as you'd like. Don't worry if your glue drips unevenly, that's the beauty of this craft. The flaws add character and make the wand look more authentic. Did you know? The word wand comes from Old Norse and Middle English words meaning slender stick or rod. Simple beginnings for such a powerful tool. Use your hot glue to draw extra designs directly on the wand, like swirls, runes, or lines. For example, make a spiral line of glue from the bottom to the top for a whimsical, woodsy effect. Let all glue dry completely before moving on. Once the glue is fully hardened, paint the entire wand. Black chalk paint works great because it gives the wand a matte, aged effect, but you can use any base color you like. Allow it to dry thoroughly. Dip the very tip of your brush into gold paint. Wipe most of the paint off onto a paper towel until the brush looks almost dry. Lightly sweep the brush over the raised areas of the wand. This will highlight textures and details without covering everything, giving it a worn, magical look. Start light. You can add more paint, but you can't take it away. Let the gold accents dry fully. And there you have it, your very own handmade magic wand. Whether you're waving it at a costume party, using it as a Halloween prop, or just keeping it on display, this wand has plenty of charm and character. Plus, the process of layering glue, painting, and dry brushing makes it almost as magical as the finished piece. Now go ahead, give it a flick, and start casting your spells. You've earned it. So tell me in the comments, if you could use your wand to cast just one spell this Halloween, what would it be? I love a good spooky craft, especially one that brings a little ghostly charm to the house. This project is simple, playful, and has just the right mix of spooky and sweet. Perfect for hanging up during Halloween. It's one of those decorations that makes you smile every time you walk by. Gather your supplies. Thick white nautical rope, cotton, 3/8, 1/2 in. Sturdy corrugated cardboard. Template, bowl, 4 half-circle tracing. Hot glue gun and glue sticks. Scissors. Googly eyes, large. Button for mouth. G-twine for hanging loop. Halloween flower. Cut the base, trace a half circle on cardboard, use a bowl or plate, and cut it out cleanly. Lightly mark the center along the straight edge. Plan rope lengths, decide your fringe length, how far you want the ghost to hang. Cut multiple rope pieces to the same length so the bottom line looks even later. Lay the first rope, run a thin bead of hot glue along the curved edge of the half circle. Press the first rope piece along the curve so both rope ends hang freely past the straight edge. These become the ghost's body. Keep the tails even. Cover the curve working inward from that first piece. Repeat. Glue a fresh bead just inside the previous rope and press the next rope down, keeping the ropes snug with no gaps. Continue until the entire cardboard front is covered and all rope ends hang down. Add the face glue on 2 googly eyes and the button mouth near the top center of the ghost. Unravel the fringe below the straight edge. Untwist each rope end to create a soft fringe. Add the hanging loop, cut a piece of jute, tie the ends to form a loop, and hot glue it to the back top center of the cardboard. Make the arms braids. Grab 3 equal pieces of rope for each arm. Braid each set of 3. Secure braid with a knot. Cross the braids in front like the ghost is holding something and tack them together with a small dot of glue. Add the Halloween flower, glue the flower where the arms cross so it looks like the ghost is holding it. And there you have it. Our little ghost is ready to float around and haunt your home in the friendliest way possible. Whether you hang it on the wall, the door, or tuck it into a Halloween display, it's sure to add a touch of spooky charm. turning trash into spooky treasure. I had this old coffee can just sitting around, and instead of tossing it, I thought, why not make it into a ghost? Now fair warning, paint might get everywhere, ribbons will tangle, but hey, that's just how I craft. Messy, a little chaotic, but always fun. So grab a coffee can and let's turn it into a ghostly windsock that looks like it's floating and haunting your space. Gather these supplies. 1 recycled coffee can, white chalk paint or acrylic paint, paintbrush or foam brush, black felt or black construction paper, scissors, hot glue gun, white ribbons, variety works best, satin, sheer, lace, etc. Ribbon or jute rope. Prep the can. Wash and dry your recycled coffee can thoroughly. Remove any labels or sticky residue. Paint the base. Apply 1 coat of white chalk paint to the outside of the can. Let it dry completely, then apply a second coat if needed for full coverage. Allow the paint to dry all the way before moving to the next step. Make the ghost face. Cut out 2 circles for eyes and 1 oval or circle for the mouth from black felt. Use hot glue or craft glue to attach them to the front of your painted can in a ghostly face arrangement. Create the flowing ghost effect. Cut your white ribbons into strips about arm's length. Mix and match widths and textures, satin, sheer, lace, etc., to give your ghost a wispy, floating look. Tape the ribbons to the inside bottom rim of the can so they hang down like flowing ghost tails. At the hanger, cut a piece of ribbon or jute rope. Attach it securely to the top of the can so your ghost can be hung from the ceiling, porch, or tree branch. And there you have it. Our flowing ghost windsock is ready to haunt the porch, the living room, or wherever you decide to hang it. I love how the ribbons give it that spooky, floaty vibe, and honestly, it turned out way cuter than I thought it would considering how much paint ended up on my hands instead of the can. But that's the fun of crafting. We learn as we go, make a little mess, and still end up with something we can be proud of. So go hang your ghost, let it dance in the breeze, and enjoy a little spooky charm this season. I love a good spooky craft, especially one that brings a little ghostly charm to the house. This project is simple, playful, and has just the right mix of spooky and sweet. Perfect for hanging up during Halloween. It's one of those decorations that makes you smile every time you walk by. Gather your supplies. Thick white nautical rope, cotton, 3/8, 1/2 in. Sturdy corrugated cardboard. Template, bowl, 4 half-circle tracing. Hot glue gun and glue sticks. Scissors. Googly eyes, large. Button for mouth. G-twine for hanging loop. Halloween flower. Cut the base, trace a half circle on cardboard. Use a bowl or plate, and cut it out cleanly. Lightly mark the center along the straight edge. Plan rope lengths, decide your fringe length, how far you want the ghost to hang. Cut multiple rope pieces to the same length so the bottom line looks even later. Lay the first rope, run a thin bead of hot glue along the curved edge of the half circle. Press the first rope piece along the curve so both rope ends hang freely past the straight edge. These become the ghost's body. Keep the tails even. Cover the curve working inward from that first piece. Repeat. Glue a fresh bead just inside the previous rope and press the next rope down, keeping the ropes snug with no gaps. Continue until the entire cardboard front is covered and all rope ends hang down. Add the face glue on 2 googly eyes and the button mouth near the top center of the ghost. Unravel the fringe below the straight edge. Untwist each rope end to create a soft fringe. Add the hanging loop, cut a piece of jute, tie the ends to form a loop, and hot glue it to the back top center of the cardboard. Make the arms braids. Grab 3 equal pieces of rope for each arm. Braid each set of 3. Secure braid with a knot. Cross the braids in front like the ghost is holding something and tack them together with a small dot of glue. Add the Halloween flower, glue the flower where the arms cross so it looks like the ghost is holding it. And there you have it. Our little ghost is ready to float around and haunt your home in the friendliest way possible. Whether you hang it on the wall, the door, or tuck it into a Halloween display, it's sure to add a touch of spooky charm. Today we're getting a little spooky and a lot crafty with a spiderweb dreamcatcher macrame. We're turning a simple hoop and some cord into a creepy cute web that's perfect for Halloween vibes, or just for adding a fun whimsical touch to your room. Plus, we're adding little spiders because, let's be honest, webs are way more fun with some creepy crawly friends. Grab your cords, hoops, and spiders and let's make some magic happen. Messy, crafty, and totally fun. Gather these supplies. Metal or wooden hoop, any size you like, 6 to 12 inches works well. Macrame cord, yarn, or embroidery floss, black or white are classic, but you can go spooky with orange or glow-in-the-dark cord. Scissors. Hot glue gun. Googly eyes. Let's get this yarn spinning. We've got this. Wrap the hoop. Start by wrapping your hoop with macrame cord or yarn. Tie a knot to secure when done. Weave the spider web. Cut a long piece of cord, around 3 to 4 times the circumference of your hoop. Tie one end to the hoop. Working around the hoop, loop the cord around at intervals, like points on a clock. Pull snug but not too tight. Continue weaving inward by looping the cord through the middle of each previous section, forming a web-like spiral. Keep going until you reach the center, then tie off and trim the excess. Macramé dangling strands. Cut several long cords and tie them to the bottom of the hoop using a lark's head knot. You can leave them hanging straight or braid/knot them for a macramé look. Add beads or feathers to the ends, and glue or tie a spider to dangle from one strand like it's crawling down. Make the hanging loop. Cut a small piece of cord and tie it at the top of your hoop to create a loop for hanging. Make and then add spiders. Take a long piece of yarn and roll it tightly between your fingers into a small ball. Wrap until it's the size you want, then tuck in or tie off the end to keep it secure. Cut 8 equal length pies of yarn, about 4 to 6 inches each depending on spider size. Fold each piece in half, giving extra strength if needed. Lay the folded yarn pieces around the body, 4 on each side, and tie or weave them into the ball so they're secure. Glue on small googly eyes to create a fun face. Optional. Make multiple yarn spiders in different sizes for variety. Finishing touches. Adjust the spiders so they look like they're scattered naturally. Fluff, trim and neaten your hanging cords. And just like that, friends, our spiderweb dreamcatcher's all finished. Hang it up, let the little spiders crawl around and enjoy your spooky cute creation. Looking for a cute and easy Halloween craft that's fun for all ages? These DIY yarn ghosts are the perfect mix of spooky and sweet. Made with simple supplies. Whether you're decorating for a party, crafting with kids, or just adding a handmade touch to your Halloween decor, these little ghosts are sure to bring some ghostly charm to your home. Supplies needed: white yarn, empty toilet paper roll, scissors, hot glue gun and glue sticks, small wooden stick like a craft stick, skewer or twig, googly eyes, black felt or black paper, small ribbon. Let's get started. Wrap the yarn. Take your white yarn and wrap it around the toilet paper roll about 20 times. This will create the body of your ghost. Slide off and tie the head. Carefully slide the wrapped yarn off the roll, keeping the loops together. Then take a small piece of yarn and tie it around the top about 1 inch down to form the ghost's head. Tie tightly and knot securely. Cut the bottom loops. Use scissors to cut through the bottom loops of yarn. This will create a tassel effect for the ghost's flowing body. Attach to a stick using hot glue. Attach the top of your ghost, the head, to the top of a wooden stick. Hold it in place for a few seconds until secure. Add the face. Glue on googly eyes. Cut a small mouth from black felt or paper and glue it below the eyes. Finish with a bow. Add a cute little bow under the ghost's head or near the top of the stick for extra personality. Glue it in place with hot glue. Optional ideas. Use glow-in-the-dark yarn for a spooky twist. Create a whole ghost family in different sizes. Stick them in planters, Halloween centerpieces, or use them for puppet play. And there you have it, your very own adorable yarn ghost. Whether you make one or a whole ghostly gang, these little cuties are sure to add a handmade touch of Halloween fun to your home. Don't forget to get creative with their faces and bows. No two ghosts have to be alike. Happy crafting and happy haunting.
Looking for a spooky, cute, budget-friendly Halloween decoration? This DIY yarn ghost garland is the perfect way to add a touch of ghostly charm to your home this spooky season. Made with simple supplies like yarn, pom-poms, and jute rope, this craft is easy enough for kids, but stylish enough for adults to display at Halloween parties, on your fireplace mantle, across doorways, or even in the classroom. Whether you're a beginner crafter or a Halloween DIY pro, this adorable yarn ghost banner will be a beautiful addition to your Halloween decor. Supplies needed: white yarn, piece of cardboard, scissors, black mini pom-poms, hot glue gun or craft glue, jute rope or twine. Let's get started. Wrap the yarn, take your piece of construction paper and wrap white yarn around it about 20 times. This will form the body of your ghost. Cut the loops, slide the yarn off the roll carefully. Use scissors to cut through the bottom loops of the yarn so they hang freely. Form the ghost's head, take a small piece of yarn and tie it about 1 inch down from the top, creating a round head shape for your ghost. Tie tightly and not securely. Add the spooky face glue on 2 black pom-poms for the eyes and 1 for the nose. Repeat the process, create at least 4 ghosts, but feel free to make as many as you'd like depending on the length of your garland. String the garland, cut a piece of jute rope or twine to your desired garland length. Slide the top of each ghost's head onto the rope, spacing them evenly. Hang your ghostly garland across a mantle, window, mirror, or party table for instant Halloween spirit. Making your own yarn ghost garland is more than just a cute Halloween craft. It's a memory-making project that adds handmade charm to your holiday decorations. These little ghosts can flutter across your mantle, brighten up a doorway, or even be strung above a snack table at your Halloween party. With the option to use glow-in-the-dark yarn or mix in different colors, you can customize your garland. Simple, affordable, and fun for all ages, this garland is the perfect way to bring a little ghostly magic into your home this Halloween season. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. Subscribe and stick around so we can craft and cook through the holidays together. I've got so many fun DIYs, recipes, and cozy ideas coming your way. Don't forget to check out my older videos too. There's plenty of holiday magic waiting for you there. Let's make this year messy, fun, and full of memories. See you next time.